Okay, I've been asked to do a tutorial on my signature move. Sure, it's been done by 1,000 people 1,000 times, 1,000 different ways, but this is how I do it. All right, so it's going to start out with the full twirl, like so. Now, a lot of people would do like that. I like to do kind of a little bit of fan opening and spin it through my fingers, like so. Spin it, when I mean spin it, I mean roll it across your fingers. So you're just rolling it like so. Like, see, rolling it. So we're gonna roll it open. Gonna make sure our middle finger is here, our index finger is here, and our thumb is gonna sneak behind the safe handle right here. You can't really see it because my hand is down. And I'm gonna push with my thumb and push with my index. I'm gonna push that way with my index, I'm gonna push that way with my thumb. It's gonna close. This is gonna set you up for the helix. The helix portion is like this. Here, insert your index finger there, and then do a thumb rollover. All right, if you don't know the helix is as such. That is the helix. So you're gonna be grabbing the safe handle, you're gonna do twirl, you're gonna do index rollover, helix. As soon as this handle hits here, do a double rollout. Double rollout is bam, bam, bam. Or no, that's the double rollout. All right, so we are here now. From here, I'm gonna sling it out like you're about to do another double rollout. You're gonna insert your index finger here, and you're gonna do behind the 8 ball. If you don't know what behind the 8 ball is here, 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 and here. That is behind the 8 ball. So, we do behind the 8 ball. But at the end of behind the 8 ball, instead of doing this wrist pass, you're going to insert your index finger yet again and do another index rollover. And so this is kind of marrying the behind the 8 ball and the helix. So you're going to do this index rollover. This index rollover is extremely important. So you do the index rollover here, and then when you're coming around, instead of doing a wrist pass, you're going to do a helix aerial. You're going to do a helix aerial. So you're going to throw up, you're going to throw up, and you're going to catch the bite handle. Now the bite handle, you're going to hold. We're going to do, yep, you guessed it, another index rollover. So the index is going to go right here, and you're going to throw it around, like the blender. This is like 2/3 of the blender. Then we're going to do a thumb chaplain, another thumb rollover, and then once we're here, we're going to do an aerial to ice pick catch. It's going to look like this, like that. And then you just close it. So let's recap and let's go over some more details. All right, so we can do this and then learn to do this. Learn to do this. Here. Learn to do that. That could be the scary part. I'll go over that in a sec. Learn to do this. Learn to do that. Learn to do that. Learn to do that. Now, to help you in learning that, I would suggest picking yourself up a bar fly. And it's a trainer and it's a bottle opener. It's awesome. It opens up beer bottles. And you get to flip. And if you've been drinking, maybe flipping sharp knives is not the best idea. So what I use this trainer for is to get my confidence down and to learn the mechanics of a move. So with this Helix aerial, this is how I learned the Helix aerial, is with this thing. Like this. And there's zero chance I'm going to cut. When I first saw the Helix aerial, I tried it and I cut my fingers to ribbons. And then I put that move down for 2 or 3 months. Didn't even try it. And then I saw somebody do it with a bar fly. I was like, I got to do it. I got a bar fly. And the rest is history. So just get yourself a bar fly and work the mechanics out. Get the confidence of throwing that bite handle, catching the safe handle. Just do that about 1,000 times until you're comfortable with it, or 100 times, or however many times it takes you. Back to the replica. Now, when I say that the index rollover is mandatory, it's mandatory because it's going to set you up to catch the safe handle. When you're catching that safe handle and you do that Helix aerial, you're going to end up catching the bite handle. That's very important. Because you got the safe handle here, you're going to throw it up, and you're going to catch the bite handle. And that's going to set you up to do that index roller I was talking about. And then you're going to do that thumb chap as soon as you catch it. Thumb chaplain right there. If you take a shortcut and just do behind the 8 ball, and then you throw it up and then catch the safe handle, when you go to do this index rollover, you're about to set up for a very, very nasty cut. Hence, I'm still healing right here because, I wasn't paying attention. You're about to set yourself up for a ring of shame, and it is not going to feel good, especially if you're going fast. It is not going to feel good. So that index rollover behind, right behind the 8 ball is extremely important. You don't have to do that index rollover there. You can skip it there, but why? Because it gives you extra practice. It helps it makes the move look 10 times better in my opinion. But you can always just do it like that and then switch the handles. Do it behind the 8 ball. But you're still going to have to do that index rollover there. And that leads you to that Helix aerial. So that's the tutorial in a nutshell. Oh, by the way, when you're doing behind the 8 ball, or you're doing the Helix, elevation changes will help you make this move look smoother. What I mean by elevation changes is when you do behind the 8 ball, you want to, when you're inserting your index finger and you're doing that 0G index chaplain, start low. When I mean low, I'm starting, maybe waist level. And I'm bringing it up. This is just going to help you get the move down. I'm bringing it up. And when I do this thumb chaplain, I bring the knife down. I bring just like this. And then when I do that thumb rollover, I bring it up. And then when I do the index rollover, I'm going to come up and then down with the. That will help immensely because if you just try to do it all on one level, it will still work, but if you're trying to start out doing like that, you're just it's going to be very, very, very difficult. So that's the other hint I could give you. And the ice pick spin. Well, not the ice pick spin, the ice pick catch. This part. Oh, that's how I drop it. This always looks good to close. That can be really scary, and that's where you can get cut. It is. I've gotten some nasty cuts doing that over the years. Not years, over the months. What you're going to do is you're going to hold it here. You're going to throw it up. Like that. And again, this is where the bar fly can really come in handy. It doesn't matter what handle you're holding when you're practicing this particular part of the move. You need to be able to see that blade coming up, and once you see about the blade right there, go ahead and start inserting your hand like this here, and that handle is going to follow suit. And sometimes it helps if you give it a push forward a little bit. That sometimes helps. But most of the time that handle with the momentum is going to come here, and you just grab it. And obviously that's how you end it, is you want to close it. You don't want to in the video, in the clip, with you holding the knife open. I like to just do a simple close. Simple open, simple close. You know, do that a million times. Hang on. You could do it vertical. You could do it with the palm up. You do it palm down. I used to really like vertical. Right now I'm into palm down. That's just what I'm into right now. But yeah, so that's the tutorial in a nutshell.